Hello, this is Feminine Features. The main purpose of this show is to discuss chick flicks. I'm Anne Sully Sullivan.
I'm Jenna Morrissey.
I'm Windsor Jewel.
And this week we have a very special guest, Hope Cary, comedian, puppeteer, and the co-host. We co-host a mic together. This is her.
Yeah,
that's her.
Hey.
I'm Hope. Hi, everybody.
Hope
Hi,
is
Hope.
my favorite puppeteer.
That's true. By a large margin.
I'm like a
I have
very
to
big
agree.
fan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's
There's
great.
there's a lot of big names out there, but I think I beat them all.
Mhm.
I think you do.
You're way better than Jeff Dunham, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
And Jim Henson.
That's true.
Well, he's less competition as of late.
I've seen your work live way more than theirs.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. You
Jim
make me laugh
Henson never
more
did
than
it live. He wasn't good enough. He needed so much editing.
that.
It's true.
So true. Couldn't do stage shows like you. No.
This week we saw Sense and Sensibility. In order for you to enjoy and understand this podcast, we recommend that you watch before listening. But if you haven't, here's Jenna with some background and a brief synopsis.
Hey, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the podcast.
Yay.
Where I recap the movie.
In case you saw it a long
hopefully
time
in
ago.
less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's do it. So, this is a 1995 Sony and Columbia Pictures film.
Sony bought Columbia, yeah.
Yes, and it is, of course, based off of the Jane Austen novel of the same name. This was directed by Ang Lee with the screenplay
Woo.
by Emma Thompson.
Ooh.
Won the Academy
Didn't know
Award
that.
for Best
I was
Adapted
gonna say.
Screenplay.
Wow.
Yeah,
And she was nominated for Best Actress.
Mhm.
yeah, that's really cool.
That's really cool.
All right, so this movie stars, of course, Emma Thompson as
Mhm.
Elinor Dashwood. We also have Hugh Grant as Edward Ferrers.
Ferris?
Ferris?
It sounds like Ferris when they
Ferris.
say it in the movie.
Yeah, it's Ferris.
Okay.
But it does look
Ferris.
like very much like Ferrars.
It does,
Yeah.
Ferrars. We then have pre-Titanic Kate Winslet as Marianne Dashwood
Mm-hmm.
and Alan Rickman as Colonel Brandon.
Yeah.
If a lot of these names are sounding familiar, we're welcoming them all back to the pod.
Yes.
All of these people are in Love Actually. Not
Yeah.
Kate Winslet, but a lot of them are.
Mhm.
We then have Imogene Stubbs as Lucy Steele, Greg Wise as John Willoughby, Gemma Jones as Mrs. Dashwood, Harriet Walter as Fanny Dashwood.
Woo woo.
I'm naming all of them because they're all big
they're all
names
important.
and they're all
Yeah.
important. James Fleet as John Dashwood, Hugh Laurie as
Yeah.
Mr. Palmer.
Way too far down on the cast list.
I know,
Bump him up.
But it's so crazy. I thought he was American.
What a good accent that guy has.
That's House. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's funny and British and serious and American.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so true.
It's one of my favorite actors.
We then have Imelda Staunton as Charlotte Palmer and Robert Hardy as Sir John Middleton. So that makes 4 of these actors from the Harry Potter series. Because there's only so many people over in Britain, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They gotta keep casting all of them.
After the events of 7 days later, zombie apocalypse really wiped them out.
Yeah.
That's why Cillian Murphy gets so much work.
It's so true. We then have Elizabeth Spriggs as Mrs. Jennings, Tom Wilkinson as Mr. Dashwood, Emile Francois as Margaret Dashwood, and Richard Lumsden as Robert Ferris. So, long list.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. I had to pull up a character map like made by a high schooler.
Yeah.
When writing this summary, I saved it off of Google Images right
Wow.
there.
Yeah, that's so fair.
yeah, just to help me keep track.
Yeah. Given that a lot of the time you just address people by their last name, so there's a Mrs. Dashwood, there's a Miss Dashwood, and then
Yes.
a Marianne Dashwood.
There are 3 Johns in this movie.
Many
Yeah.
Johns.
hmm 2 of them just referred to as John.
Exactly. Yeah. It's tough.
Confusing.
Mhm.
And some of that is a source of confusion in the movie itself, because they're like, Mr. Ferris is married, and she's like, well, damn.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Of
They don't have that
course.
Mrs.
No.
difference that helps with the women. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if they would have been like Do you mean Mistress Dashwood? I don't know. the implication of it is whether or not you got married. So like, it wouldn't have helped in this situation, you know?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So when Henry Dashwood dies, his inheritance is split up in a way that his second wife and their 3 daughters get only £500 a year, and his son John from his first marriage gets the rest.
Mhm.
So that John arrives at the Dashwood residence with his wife and some of her family, and they like take it over, right? They're
Yeah.
like, it's our house now. So they've got to find a new place to live, and they end up getting a cottage from a cousin, and they begin spending time at his estate,
Sir John.
And their financial troubles make marriage a much harder goal for the Dashwood like daughters, sisters to
No dowry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's gonna be harder for them to get married, and they want to find love.
Yeah.
So Elinor connects with Edward Ferris, who is Fanny Dashwood's brother, but she thinks that he could do better. She's like dismissive of their friendship. You know? Marianne then meets Colonel Brandon, Alan Rickman, who falls for her immediately, but she falls like harder for John Willoughby, because she falls down a hill and hurts herself, and it's a rainstorm,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and he like shows up on his horse and like is like, no, your ankle isn't broken, and then carries her, and it's like
And
so
really,
romantic.
really caresses that ankle.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like,
like-
may I touch you? And she's
Permission to
like, go
ascertain
right
if there's a
ahead.
break.
Yeah.
Takes her shoe off and she's fucking losing.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
can
yeah.
she's
you
having
imagine?
an orgasm.
Mhm, mhm. Man's never touched her in the toe before.
Yeah. So then Elinor learns that Edward has been secretly engaged to Lucy Steele, who is like controversially poor.
It's a problem.
It's like a problem
It's
for
gotta be a secret.
everyone
Yeah.
how poor this woman is. You know, the Dashwoods, at least everyone knows.
Right, it's a problem. There's
Yeah.
a legal loophole that means that they have to be poor.
They
now.
have to be
Mhm.
poor, and everyone's like, oh, it sucks that they're poor, you
Mhm,
know?
mhm. If only John Dashwood was nicer.
hmm
And Marianne learns that Willoughby has become engaged to Miss Grey, who is very wealthy. And then
Mhm.
she's like inconsolable, like wailing, crying. So then Colonel Brandon reveals to Elinor that it's not his first wife, just first love, right? Is what he says.
Yeah.
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 Well, she had an illegitimate daughter, and that daughter is pregnant, and Willoughby is the father. And when his family found out, he was disinherited. So then Lucy tells Fanny of her engagement to Edward, and she freaks the fuck out. Like, literally
Beats
Yeah.
her.
pushes her out the door by her neck.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
She says, "Viper in my bosom," and I thought that was a great line.
That's how
Yeah.
poor this girl is.
Yeah, that's how poor she is. But before that, she was saying, like, oh,
Yeah.
you're going to have so much of a better chance getting married than those Dashwood
Yeah.
girls.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, like,
This movie is really funny, and there's like a
Yes.
slow build up where she's like, "But I'm like super poor," and the sister is like, "No, but like there's more to you than that.
yeah.
There's so much more to you than that. Any man is gonna love you."
Mhm.
And the family's gonna like you too. And then
Yeah.
she finds out who she's talking about, her brother, and she's like, I take it all back.
Viper in my bosom.
Viper in my bosom.
The fuck out my house.
So, obviously, Fanny freaks out about that, but Edward refuses to break off the relationship, so he is also disinherited. Then Marianne becomes sick because she,
She's
was
allergic to
depressed.
rain.
She's allergic to the rain.
I
She
mean,
can't handle the rain. She's very
She
frail.
Tries suicide by rain.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
She just walks out there and she's like, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
so wet it's gonna
Well-
fucking kill me. And it almost works.
She ventures out, I think, to see Allenham, which is where George Willoughby used to live,
Mhm.
Yeah.
previously
Yes.
lived, and falls over and dies.
Right,
almost.
yeah. She's like wandering the estate in a rainstorm, and just like
Keels over.
falls ill.
I mean, this aristocratic life, they have it so easy. The worst thing they can imagine is catching a cold.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would do if I was really lost to everything.
And what do you do when you catch a cold?
Almost die.
Bloodlet.
Yeah. You gotta get those humors right.
You do, which they do in the film, and it freaks me out. I did not like it. But yeah, so Marianne was saved by Colonel Brandon, and she was nursed back to health by her sister Elinor. And then the sisters learn that Lucy is now Mrs. Ferris, and they assume that she's married to Edward. This is the name thing again that we were just talking about. She assumed that she was married to Edward, but it turns out she's actually married to the now very wealthy Robert, the other Ferris brother.
The ugly Bobby.
The uglier brother.
Ugly Bobby.
Yeah, he's a weird looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's just a bit British.
Yeah, I said what I said.
He's just a bit British.
Yeah, well, Hugh Grant's British.
Exactly.
he came out of it pretty well.
He's not Hugh Grant British. Not even Alan Rickman British.
No. Then Edward proposes to Elinor, and Marianne marries Colonel Brandon.
Yeah.
Yay.
And there's a scene at the end where George Willoughby is like on the hill overlooking the wedding with like regret in his eyes. And he turns around. I like that touch. Nice job, Emma Thompson.
Yeah. It is.
Okay, awesome. I think as far as themes go, this is very similar to Pride and Prejudice. Don't be too prideful, don't be too prejudiced. But this one is actually have some sense, have some sensibility.
Yeah.
I think that's the theme.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because if you've noticed, Marianne, she needs some sense. And the thing about Elinor, she needs some sensibility.
Yeah. She needs to be like 100% more hornier than she is.
Yes. Sensibility. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm so sensible right now. Sensitive? Okay, this is making more sense.
And I think that's something that Jane Austen consistently likes to do. She likes to take two characters in extremes, and both of them are like, we should be more like each other.
Yeah.
Like in Persuasion, I don't know if you guys have read that one, but the main character is...
Or read the book, or saw the movie.
The main character is Anne, and she's like very persuadable. She gets persuaded against marrying the love of her life.
Yeah.
And there's another girl who's like super headstrong, and she's so headstrong that she gets a concussion. She's like, I'm gonna jump off these stairs, just watch me.
She should have tried Suicide by Rain.
And so it's like one of them needs to be more tame and one of them needs to be more headstrong. And so in this, it's the same thing. It's meeting in the middle.
Yeah, totally. Let's start with Marianne. She needs some sense.
Yeah.
Her sister says Marianne does not approve of hiding her emotions, which is quite an interesting characteristic at the time, I would have to assume. But you know, I think I have my own assumptions about that time in history, and perhaps there were people who had no sense. Perhaps there were such a person.
Yeah, I think she wants her to keep her cards closer to her chest because Marianne does end up doing a lot of embarrassing things. In this movie, but honestly, that's why I relate to Marianne the most because
oh my god,
when she like shouts out Willoughby and like everyone looks at her,
that's so real.
And her sister is like trying to stop her. She's like, "Girl." And she follows Willoughby to see that he's with a new bitch. It's very me. But I think honestly in this movie, Marianne kind of comes out on top because what Marianne mostly risks is like social embarrassment. Whereas what Elinor risks is like not being with the love of her life.
Yes.
I think you're probably right. Although it does seem like these girls, I mean, like the things that's like they're so destitute. They only have 2 servants, and I'm like, they seem completely fine.
They only have a 4-bed manor house in rural England.
Yeah.
Well, now you kind of sound like the not to compare you to a character, but you kind of sound like Fanny when she's like, no women could be more comfortable with 500 pounds a month. You need not give them more.
No. I think they should have more. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how much 500 pounds a year was.
Pull up the inflation calculator right now.
I don't even know pounds to dollars.
Remember when Elinor's like, we can't afford beef?
Yeah, that seems kind of tough.
I'm not eating beef, I'll tell you that.
The mother's like, you're going to deny us a sugar, now you're going to deny us a beef.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, like, is she really risking like financial ruin? I guess not, but it seems like it would be nice if they got married, you know?
Yeah. No, I think their father dying and them losing their house is like the ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my God, yeah.
we gotta figure this shit out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what makes some of these movies less romantic, because it's like all men are kind of lifeboats in a way.
Yeah, certainly.
And women in this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a woman was a lifeboat. You're so right.
Yeah.
It's it's really like the evils of capitalism are
Yeah.
a core part of the polite English culture,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, and also just inheritance laws. What's up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The inheritance stuff is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I like that it opens with like, we're sexist now.
Yeah.
And it's a problem. Emma Thompson's like,
Mhm.
it sucks that we're sexist now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, I think there was an option to like bequeath it to the dog, because I read the first 10 pages of this book in preparation. Not the whole thing,
Slay.
just the first 10
Just the
pages.
first
Yeah.
10
Like
pages.
there
Long
wasn't
book.
there was an option for the grandpa or the great uncle to like bequeath it to the girls, but the half brother had like a baby, and Jane Austen makes a point to be like, the baby isn't special, it's just a baby, and everybody likes babies. So
Yeah.
the baby got the house and the girls got nothing.
Yeah.
The baby got to house.
Fucking
Sorry.
baby.
What's a baby gonna do with a house?
Fucking baby.
Live there? Come on.
Mhm.
Yes. But yeah, Marianne, you know, Marianne.
I know it's hard to not say like,
Marianne.
yeah.
Marianne.
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet, thank
Is
you.
it Maryanne instead
Yeah.
of Marianne?
They pronounce it Marianne.
Marianne.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Marianne, you know, she's quite emotional, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like falls into love very easily, very, very quickly. There's that line that she says at the beginning, or when she first meets Willoughby, love is not which alters when its alteration finds, which is from Shakespeare.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But she loves that line, and Willoughby also loves that line, and they're both like,
Yeah.
totally. And then when she tries to commit suicide by rain, she says it again. It's a longer line, but you get enough from love is not which alters when its alteration finds.
Yeah.
But after she recovers and Colonel Brandon has rescued her and is like at her bedside, she and Elinor are talking, and Elinor says, he would have had a wife he loved, but no money, and he might soon have learned to rank the demands of his pocketbook far above the demands of his wife. And so she really learns that, like, yeah, I can, like, you know, have some sensibility, but I also have to have some sense. And like, I think, you know, this romanticization of like love, that like it is this unalterable thing, is like,
Yeah.
there are things that affect you that like are more concrete and do affect love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love doesn't alter when alteration finds. When alteration finds is like, you don't stop loving someone just because they don't love you back. But I think maybe you should stop loving people if they don't love you back.
Yeah.
I think perhaps if they don't reciprocate that. just
Yeah.
Let
A
it
couple
go.
creepy sonnets.
Let it go.
Yeah. And I think Colonel Brandon's whole romantic past is also reflected in this theme of like have some sense, because, you know, he like fell in love with this girl, and like the family disapproved like so much that this girl ended up dead in a poorhouse.
Yeah, it's hard to see the cause and effect there. Maybe I'll have to read the book.
Yeah.
But the girl is like a ward of the family.
Yes.
So they're kind of, in a way, they're kind of like step siblings, which is gross.
It is gross.
But yeah, because she's poor, they don't approve of it, and somehow she ends up in a poor. We don't know how.
Yeah. Well, okay, so apparently this was Jane Austen's first novel.
It was.
This is what I learned. And so there is quite a lot of like the background where we're like, what happened there? Like the whole like Lucy getting together with the other Dashwood brother.
Yeah.
I'm like, so she's like so in love with Edmund?
Edward.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
She's so in love with Ed. She's so in love with Edward that like she's she's like wants to be married to him as soon as possible, and then like all of a sudden she's engaged to his brother. I'm like, what happened?
No, it seemed like a Deus Ex Machina there, where it was like the perfect situation such that Edward wouldn't be breaking his vow.
Yeah.
And he and Elinor could still be together.
Yeah, very convenient.
What if he didn't have a handsome, wealthy brother?
Yeah.
What would have happened?
Yeah. So
She was bag chasing.
is that what happened?
That's my guess.
Yeah. I also tried I usually try to read the books if we cover book adaptations. But you told me you wanted to do this one on Monday, and so I did my best. I listened to the audiobook on one point.
It is Saturday.
Hey, it's not your fault.
I also
listened
to the first 10 minutes of I listened to the first 10 minutes of the audiobook.
Yeah.
Got a lot out of it.
I got through a bit, but like maybe it is more covered in the book.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there were just a
Perhaps.
couple things where you're like, all right, I'm just gonna like accept that things happen. I don't know. Yeah. But at one point they're talking about Marianne, and they say the sooner she becomes acquainted with the ways of the world, the better. And she certainly did.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's an observation that I have.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes Colonel Brandon is kind of bitchy to Elinor.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When Elinor is just like, I think the sooner she becomes acquainted with the ways of the world, the better. And Colonel Brandon's like, I knew a girl who got acquainted with the ways of the world and she died.
Oh my
so
God.
maybe don't say stuff like that.
Well, that's not what she meant. Yeah, no. I guess that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought he was just kind of like a sad sack.
Yeah.
True, which is often a bitchy type.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like their vibe together. There was,
yeah,
like
it's
the only non-familial equals.
It was
Mm-hmm.
interesting, but it didn't end up such that like Colonel Brandon and Elinor have like way more conversations in this movie than Marianne and Colonel Brandon, such that it made me think like, does he just like the idea of this innocent 16-year-old girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like she could play piano
And sing. And is innocent.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like he's chasing that first love in a way.
I think explicitly so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes me uncomfy.
Mhm.
Sure.
Mhm.
That's
Plus,
very
Alan
fair.
Rickman
Yeah, that's
is.
fair.
How do we feel about how sexy Alan Rickman is in this movie?
Not as sexy as he is in many others.
Yeah.
He seems super reliable.
Something's
not
not
for me.
hitting in this movie.
Yeah. Well,
His hair is so light in this movie.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I noticed. I
It's
was like,
sparse.
I'm like, he's got like dirty blonde hair right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And it
you're
was,
right.
like-
I think he might do better with a darker.
Mhm.
a
Well, you
darker
said
shade.
you like Snape.
Yeah, I do. But I think maybe I like that he's evil.
drag her.
Yeah. Well, I think he's hot in Die Hard where he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
when he's skeevier, he's hotter.
I think he has to be evil and not like
Yeah.
a sad man down
Well,
on his luck.
we don't like him in Love Actually. What do we
No,
think?
Of course not.
Well, he's skeevy in that. But
yeah,
do we
but
think
not
he's hot?
not the fun kind of skeevy.
No. He's skeevy and like, I don't want to cheat on my wife, but I have to.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, he
okay.
almost doesn't make that choice for himself.
No, and he's almost purposely not sexy.
He's
Yeah.
skeevy in the way that David Harbour is.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Pussy Palace skeevy.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never found Alan Rickman attractive. But I was like such a Harry Potter kid. I think
Yeah.
that's why.
You know who is attractive though? George Willoughby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
He's
as fuck.
really handsome in this movie. I think we need to bring back the sideburns that highlight the cheekbone,
Oh yeah.
the under the man contour.
I was like, I gotta try that.
I think that's really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he kisses Marianne's hair, the lock of hair that he just took from her,
Yeah, that
oh
was
my god,
crazy.
that's the horniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
in front of her sister and
Yeah,
mom.
she's
He's a freak.
watching. And it's like, and
Freak.
so of course the mom and sister are like, we really thought he loved you.
yeah.
Yeah.
of
Kissing your
course.
hair and shit.
He's kissing your hair, dude.
No. He's just
And-
playing games.
And Willoughby's such a bitch at the end when in his letter he's like, here's the lock I'm sorry that I made you think that I had feelings when I didn't. Here's the lock of hair that you gave to me.
I
It's like, bitch, I saw you cut that off and kiss it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
He's such a
God.
bitch in this.
I mean,
case.
like, how hard is it to be like, my circumstances have changed?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
for real.
Bitch.
But they didn't change. Wasn't he like
Well,
courting her the whole time?
He got
or
cut off because he
something?
got a girl pregnant.
He
Yeah,
found out.
Oh, he got found out.
Alan
Yeah, yeah.
Rickman's
right.
niece
Right.
daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What?
so many things.
So it's very complicated.
His off-screen niece otter.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. In the little bit of the book that I got through, it was made very clear that like the Alan Rickman's character in the book was like mostly unappealing to Marianne because he was just older.
Yeah.
And he's like supposed to be like 10 years older than her, 35, and she's like 25 or so.
Wait, is she 25?
How old is she supposed to be?
I thought she was 16.
Maybe she's 16.
Am I crazy?
But
can we look this up?
16 feels young, but like
I thought
it's
Elinor was
also
19. I
Jane
thought
Austen
Marianne was
shot it up.
16.
Margaret's supposed to be like what?
11.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of, I do like how they did Margaret in this movie.
Mhm.
From the first 10 pages of Sense and Sensibility, Jane Austen is like really mean about stuff like propriety and cleverness. And
Mhm.
she's like, Margaret, it wasn't looking like Margaret was going to be as clever as her two older sisters.
Aww.
And it's like, she's an 11-year-old girl, Jane Austen. she's an 11-year-old girl that you made up.
He loves geography. What's
Well,
not clever
yeah.
about
Yeah,
that?
Marianne is 16.
Yeah.
She's 17 by the end of the novel.
But hey, she got older.
Hey.
Alan Rickman, 45 in this
She
movie.
grew so much. And that's something that is also interesting. They paint like Marianne and Elinor in stark contrast, like they're two different types of people, but one of them is 16 and one of them is 19. Like age is just a huge factor there.
That's
It
very
is.
true.
19 is crazy. She's played as like 38.
Yeah. They because they do make Colonel Brandon and Elinor look like peers.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Elinor is 19
Yeah.
and Colonel
Yeah.
Brandon is 35.
It's crazy because they're like, oh, she's going to be an old spinster just like Elinor. She wasn't married at
Just like
16.
old
What's
Elinor.
wrong with her?
Yeah, that was the other thing is I'm like, why didn't you guys get married while your dad was around? Just a
Because they
question.
were 15.
No?
I think they really didn't expect him to die is the problem because the grandpa dies and he does the bequeathing but his son is still allowed to live there, right? So they're not in hot water until their dad dies.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I think they just expected him to be around a lot longer.
Sad.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that their dad dies and their family's like, get out.
Not
You
even
know?
3,000 pounds to
Yeah.
tide him over, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
It's like just mind-boggling.
20
Yeah.
pounds here or there. Do you have any idea how little money that is? I don't.
Truly, I think your father had no idea of doing such.
Yeah. I love how Fanny at one point is like, I don't think he meant like money.
I know.
I think he meant like a gift basket. Like,
Yeah.
In this cruel
Oh, yeah, for
capitalistic
make sure
society.
they're taken care of.
yeah, just like call them. Call them every time to time. Say, how are you doing? Send them a
I
Christmas
really
card.
think they just need you to find them a house.
That's
What?
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Margaret, I think they do a really good job with her. She has an interest, which is like geography. I think her relationship with her sisters is really good. And I like that it depicts her struggles as being a child and the only child in a house full of adults, because she talks about liking the Jennings because she's like, they talk about stuff and we literally never talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And when she's like, she's always sent by Elinor to get shit. She's like, go get tea for Marianne. And she's like, don't say anything important while I'm gone.
Yeah.
And so that's really nice because it's like Edward is a person who like treats her like a peer for the
Yeah.
first time.
I thought that
It's
was
really
so
sweet.
cute. Like
Yeah.
the scene of them sword fighting. And
She really
stuff.
got him in the stomach, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that hurt.
Yeah. I love that. That was
Yeah.
good. There's so many funny little moments
Mhm.
in this
Yeah.
movie.
I love the bit of her being hidden at the beginning.
Mhm.
They do like a whole bit where Hugh
when he
Grant's
kicks the book
kicking
under
the Atlas.
yeah.
When
He-
she's hiding under a table.
He has her back, and that's Edward has their back the whole time. He's like, they just lost their dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can be cool, you can be chill here.
Yeah.
His whole family blows, but he's cool.
Yeah. He's a cool guy. Well, we don't know that much about Robert Ferrars, to be fair, but I think it is weird that he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna marry this girl my brother was engaged to for 5 years.
Yeah, he's kind of a douche.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
see it. And they are talking about Marianne when she leaves. After she leaves, Robert Ferrars turns to Lucy and he's like, did she really write him in the middle of the night? And Lucy's like,
Yes.
yeah.
They fell in love gossiping.
Yeah,
That's
That
what
was
it is.
funny.
Yeah.
Well, The butler with his like his hair, his wig all askew. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You woke me up to deliver another letter to this guy who doesn't like you. It just says you up.
It's just like, yeah, nights out haven't changed, you know? Like, that's what this whole movie, I was like, yeah, everyone's always been like fucking judgmental and drama.
Yeah.
Marianne does need some sense in that she needs to know when a guy's not into her.
Yeah. Well, she's 16.
She is 16.
It do just be like that.
Jane Austen is so mean to children. She's like, you should know better.
Yeah. Well, you know, girls at that time had to know better.
Like, you're so right.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Annie, shoot me in the face. Shoot me in the. You got me. You got me.
Anyway.
Otherwise, they're stuck with Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think around that period, there were books like Anne of Green Gables, right? That were like nicer to children, that were more like being a child is a good thing. And not something you should try to lose as soon as possible. Little Women. I feel like Little Women is nice to children.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being a child's great.
Yeah. Having
long as you
sisters
don't
is fun.
Die of the fever.
Yo.
Constant concern.
Yo. But at least in Little Women, it's clear what she has.
Yeah.
In this one, it's just like, okay, she got wet and now she's deathly ill. What's happening?
Well, when I read Pride and Prejudice,
to get that blood out of her body.
I love how the doctor's like, she's not doing as well as I think she should be. And then he bloodlets her. We got to get some blood out.
Guessing. He's like, oh, it doesn't look too hot. Maybe.
But I mean, that doctor did sleep in the chair, which was a nice touch.
Yeah.
It's like he was worried.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many nice little details like that.
Oh,
Totally.
Speaking of a nice detail, Hugh Laurie.
Oh,
and how much he hates his damn wife.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he was a really good sort of foil to I don't know if that's what I mean, but just like outcome of like what Elinor's future could look like if she didn't get some sensibility.
Yeah.
Because it was like, here are these two people who like, I mean, I don't know if she hated him necessarily, but he hated her, his wife so much.
Don't fucking
just
like
annoyed
each
the whole time.
And I'm like, how did you guys even end up together?
Yeah, honestly, maybe it's a portrait of like Willoughby's future because he used that lady as a lifeboat.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think you're probably right about that, but also just like, Elinor, make sure you like the person that you end up marrying.
And shout out to Emma Thompson. I really like his being used just as like this flat punchline throughout the movie, and then when Marianne's sick, Elinor goes to him and he has this really touching moment where he's like, okay, yeah, I'll get into that.
Yeah, and this is something I like about this movie as compared to Pride and Prejudice, where it's like it's less mean. Like it paints its characters in a better light, because even when you have Wickham and Willoughby, who are like two parallel characters who both like deceive women, they're like, oh yeah, well, Willoughby really did love Marianne and he did want to marry her, but he just money stuff. And then Wickham, they're like, he didn't like that girl at all. He was just in it for the money. Well,
also, it's just like, it's really hard to like watch that whole romance and be like, nah, he was deceiving her the whole time. It's like, I don't even know what the truth is anymore if that was the outcome, you know? I looked up the definition of sensibility because I guess I didn't really know what it meant. Did you know?
Me too. Honestly,
define sensibility.
I have the Oxford
It's having sense.
English. No, it's not. Sense is having sense. Sensibility is the ability to appreciate and respond to complex emotional or aesthetic influences. Okay. So particularly the respond part I thought was important because she's very closed off. And like, you know, she's getting along with Edward and it's like she's like allowing herself to feel a certain way towards him, but she's never making it clear. Yeah. And that was kind of where the problem was more than anything else.
And I think she's very passive in such a way and reserved that I think she can become like resentful. Like when Marianne is like flirty with Willoughby, she's like, you basically like threw yourself at him, like keep some shit to yourself. Yeah. And it's just because she was like totally reserved with Edward and such that Edward has no idea how she feels.
Yeah.
And when she finally explodes in the end and she's like, I've been carrying this by myself for forever. And it's like, girl, you didn't need to.
Yeah.
You could have told your sister.
Yeah, literally.
Literally
I'm like
sharing a bed with her sister.
Yeah.
who can sleep when you're
Sharing
in
my
the
bed,
room?
but not my feelings.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, even her sister like is like she says, always prudence and honor and duty, Elinor, where is your heart? And it's like Elinor definitely feels these things. And so like for even your sister, like her sister's kind of bitchy to her. Like that's kind of a bitchy line.
She is 16.
Oh yeah.
But it's like
sisters are bitchy to each other.
it's true.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah, but like
Marianne does protect Elinor in ways sometimes, though. Like when they're with the Jennings and Margaret is like giving way too much information about Elinor's love life, Marianne is like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
it starts with an F. I was like, they're gonna guess.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a thing where like there's a pecking order. Like Marianne's looking down on Margaret and Elinor's looking down on Marianne.
Yeah. I mean, certainly in like at least an I know better kind of way. Yeah. But yeah, I think a line that really like kind of summed up like not just the have some sense, have some sensibility.
Yeah.
But like
both.
What are the actions you should take is Marianne says, neither of us have anything to tell. I because I conceal nothing, and you because you communicate nothing. And it's like, oh yeah, like one of you needs to maybe be a little bit more tight-lipped, and one of you needs to say some things a little bit more. Yeah.
In that moment, though, Marianne was concealing stuff. She was literally writing a letter. She was literally writing. She was just doing it to be. She was just being mean.
Yeah, it's true.
She was like, I don't have anything going on. Actively writing a letter.
Yeah. And then I think the John Dashwood also has kind of a parallel theme to their whole thing, because like not caring about his sister's like financial well-being, or like the fact that they are literally grieving their father. Like the mom is really distraught at the beginning of the movie, and he's very insensitive to that.
And he talks shit about Marianne at the end. He's like, poor her, that we should invite them over. And Fanny's like, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Like, Marianne's shit is all over town at the end. Which is, again, why I'm a Marianne.
Yeah.
Guys, tag yourself. Are you a Marianne or an Elinor?
I'm so Marianne. I loved her.
Yeah.
I think I'm also Marianne.
100% Elinor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have some sensibility, Windsor.
I
Where
need
is
it.
your heart?
Amen.
The rest of us got to go get some sense. We got to go back to school.
Yeah.
So true.
But yeah, John Dashwood, I think, was also kind of a foil with Sir Middleton, because Sir Middleton was just like, yap, you know, talking about everything. And like, he really has nothing to risk. So it's like, fine.
Yeah.
But like, he was so welcoming and like, welcoming.
I hope someday I grow up to be Mrs. Jennings.
Yeah.
I
The
love
thing
them
is,
I
sitting
loved
there
her.
talking
I loved
shit.
her too.
Just running around gossiping all day long.
And the thing is, they're good people. They're just annoying.
Yeah.
But I think Jane Austen hates good people who are annoying. She really thinks annoying is a character flaw.
See, I wouldn't say like Fanny and like that part of the family are good. Like they were like so like overtly awful.
Yeah.
But like Mrs. Jennings specifically, like, and what's her name? Imelda Staunton was like, so they just felt like chatty.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd be
Chatty and
chilling.
annoying.
Spreading everybody's business.
Yeah. I mean, like, there was a little bit of the like, Lucy has a secret that Elinor is trying to keep, and like Mrs. Jennings like, what's going on? Tell me, and it's like, we really can't get into this right now, because if we get into this, we're gonna find out who Mr. F is, and then we're all gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I do think I am a lot like Miss Jennings, though, in my silliness. Like when they're guessing F names and they're like fondant, and then they burst out laughing. That's so me.
They're the only people trying to have fun in the whole movie.
I know.
The only people doing bits.
And it's so like me to be like, who do you like? Tell me the first letter, I'll guess it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's why I hope to be her when I'm older.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. That's everything I have on themes. You guys have anything else? No?
Anything on themes? No.
Great.
People be judgy.
People be judgy.
Good movie.
You really covered it. Good movie.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to tell us what this movie meant to you, or like why you picked it?
What this movie? Well, Pride and Prejudice was taken.
Yes.
Already covered.
Which was hard. I really like Jane Austen movies and films feel really homey to me, even while I was watching it, because I've always been the kind of person where I'm like, why can't my family and I just live together forever?
Aww.
Why do we all have to leave? And Jane Austen books are the kind of thing where you like generationally just hang out with your family forever in the same family home, which is sweet. I think the country is nice. Even though I can't live there anymore because as a woman I have to pursue a career now. Yeah, I think Jane Austen films really feel like home to me. I think I love Emma Thompson a lot. I love Hugh Grant. I love that this movie's really funny. So yeah, that's why I chose it.
Excellent.
I have a strong relationship with my sister.
Yeah.
Before she got a boyfriend.
Oh, boo. So is she the Elinor to your Marianne?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm way messier.
Uh-huh.
And I am I am critical of her boyfriend in the way that Marianne is, like, in that he's a perfectly nice guy, but I'm like, he doesn't read good. he's not interesting.
Shout out your sister's boyfriend.
She can never see this. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, this movie, actually, Windsor, you go first because you like Ang Lee so much.
I love Ang Lee.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee. He does a lot of movies about families that live together for a long time, so
Yeah.
he feels really comfortable with this material in a way maybe a lot of American-born directors wouldn't be. This movie is absolutely gorgeous. Just like these shots. He does clouds so well. It's like painterly. He uses brilliant lighting. He's like my favorite movie director. Him and Spike Lee are up there for me.
Two Lees.
I like
the
Spike
Lees, the Lee brothers. And he works with such diverse material that it's like perfect for him to adapt this. This is really early in his career and he puts so much into it. The cinematography is so tight, and yet the movie follows this really comedic point. Like, it doesn't have to look this good, but it does in a way that I think really adds to the hominess. You know, everything's like warmly lit.
Yeah.
Everything is supposed to be like a moment of reflection, and yet he kind of leaves it open to the actors to do the jokes. Yeah, Emma Thompson's screenplay is bar none. I love it as an adaptation. You know, all that Margaret stuff in the opening. She follows the right threads at the right time, cleans it up, opens with this feminist message that then is, you know, kind of paints where we are in the story for the rest of the cast. And the acting is impeccable. I mean, just like one of my favorite movies. I was so happy when you picked this.
Yay.
Because like I never thought we'd be able to talk about Ang Lee. And
Well,
like,
this has gotten bounced around a couple times.
Yeah.
But we've never landed on it. So
I just
thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think they make movies this beautiful anymore. I don't think they could. And
How do you feel about Greta Gerwig's Little Women?
Little Women, I love Greta Gerwig's Little Women for very similar
That gives me
reasons.
Sense and Sensibility vibes.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites as well. And that Timothée Chalamet and Saoirse Ronan on the hill, very similar to a lot of the shots in this movie that are outdoors. You can't do better than this, huh? And this is the movie where Ang Lee worked with a bunch of sheep.
Yes.
And they're all real sheep in this.
Yeah, I love the amount of dogs. I'm just like, I wouldn't be sad if I had 5 dogs. So that's why I'm sometimes confused during the movie. Because I'm like, Marianne, there's a dog next to you.
Why are
Just
you
pet
acting like that?
I do love
pet
that
it.
we are introduced to those characters where they drive up in their carriage and there's 5 dogs. And I'm like, oh, so these people are like great people.
They're dog
I
people.
can tell immediately. Yeah.
They're just around John Middleton. He walks around, there are like 7 dogs.
Yeah.
Wait, I love when Marianne asks him about George Willoughby and Middleton's like, he's got a great pointer.
Oh, no, that's
One of the best dogs around.
he says he's got a bitch of a pointer or something like that. Great bitch. And you're like, yep.
Like, tell me about who he is as a person.
Yep.
And
Love his dog.
he does a really good job of using these visual cues. You know, he's a very visual director, so once you give him a good screenplay, he rolls.
My
with it.
favorite moment in the whole movie is when Marianne's like, Edward would never do anything selfish, right? And then all three girls turn to look at him, and Hugh Grant's just standing there. It's so there are many points where I just LOL'd.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's such a good choice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. All artists at the top of their game.
Yeah.
But the sheep. So he uses all the sheep. He has them running around, and he said that they were so hard to work with. That's why he uses mostly CGI sheep. On Brokeback Mountain.
No.
Yeah.
So Brokeback Mountain. It's
Shattered
very
the
few
illusion.
sheep and then all CGI.
Yeah, it's also like
Early.
What did he have them do in this movie? I remember at the beginning, Edward is like on his horse and the sheep all run away. It's like, what were they doing?
Just being sheep.
Grazing.
You had to put them all in the right spot on the right hill with
and
the
get
right
them to run
sun.
away. And I'm like, was it really that important? That
Really
scene?
hard to direct sheep. They don't listen.
There's one sequence where they go across like a little section of road, and then
Okay.
somebody walks past it. And apparently that was a bitch and a half.
A bitch to film.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
And so Brokeback Mountain, all
Yeah.
CGI sheep.
I feel like he just needed a good shepherd.
I agree.
I feel like the shepherd was just sleeping on the job.
Mhm.
This used to be a job. We don't.
Think of the sheep we could have had in Brokeback Mountain
Uh-huh.
if the shepherd had just done his job on this production.
I'll tell you right now, all the best shepherds in history are dead.
And you know what?
Yeah.
There's absolutely
true.
there's got to be a shepherd credited on this movie, right?
Yeah, of course. He's an animal handler. I'm sure it's a whole business
Yeah,
in England. They
yeah.
had the sheep guy who worked for 35
It's Steve
years.
Irwin.
Well, that's why I don't want to like
The sheep wrestler.
insult the herder.
None of these sheep will do what I want them to do. They're going all over the place.
I don't know if it's the herder or the animal, because he loved the dogs. Dogs were all good.
That's true.
Yeah,
and
yeah, they
those
were
are
off
trainable.
leash too. I was worried
Mhm.
about him. I was like, Mr. Middleton, how do you keep your dogs from running away?
He owns everything. Where are they going to run away to?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, when you have an estate, you know, they'll only
Mhm.
run so far.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So what this movie meant to me, I also like Ang Lee. I wrote to get into the film program that Windsor and I were in college. You had to write an essay about a favorite movie or director or something, and I wrote about Ang Lee and Life of Pi,
Mm.
which was just kind of a shot in the dark. I hadn't been to film school yet. I didn't know he was a good director, but luckily I was right.
I wrote about
yeah.
Aaron Sorkin, so
Yeah,
you did better than me.
sure.
I didn't go, but I would have written about Kenny Ortega.
Hey, excellent choice.
I believe I did write about Spike Lee.
Yeah, I love Hugh Grant.
Mhm.
He's not in this as much as I would have liked.
Yeah, but he
But it was
does.
so
he
nice when he
does a
was.
lot with what he
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
His job is mainly to be awkward, which he does so
Oh,
good.
no
Especially with
one's-
that coat all the way to the top, just like
All
under
the
his-
way.
Oh my god!
I was also looking at their silly little pants that you like
Yeah,
button on
they're
both sides.
basically stuffed into their boots. Like,
It's stuffed into their boots, but also I was just like, do you think that ever falls open?
It's just like
you think anyone ever sees it?
I hate this
Yeah.
silhouette that this like fashion
Mhm.
era makes on men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's ugly.
It is bad. It is
Yeah.
bad.
Very butt focused.
I liked Elinor's fits. I thought with like the necklace and the low neckline, she was looking very like Phoebe from Friends
Mhm.
somehow.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Yeah.
I was into it.
Totally. Yeah, and as I mentioned, I was trying to listen to the audiobook to get through this, and I had a very busy day at work on Friday, which is terrible because I usually don't have to do anything. So when I have to actually do something most of the day and then work an extra 2 hours, that sucks. So
I was shocked to see you at the office
I know.
at 6 p.m.
I know, and still being asked to do things.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Anyway, what I used to do when I worked in TV, which was a much more demanding job, when it would get to be the end of the day, that was like go time. I had to like send out a bunch of emails about what we were going to do the next day because I was the secretary. So I had to send out the call sheet. I had to like talk to the guy, whoever was like the manager of the studio, and like let them know what time we were going to be there the next day. Like I had to do all these things. So I'd put on Childish Gambino and I just like pump out emails. Yesterday, I was like trying to work as fast as I can. I'm listening to Sense and Sensibility on 1.3 times speed, and it's just I'm like typing my emails, and they're just like, Elinor was so amiable. Sister Marianne was also just a lovely specimen, blah blah blah. And I'm just like trying to work so fast and also understand Jane Austen. What an ordeal.
Yeah.
So
Sure made your emails nicer.
yeah,
you had just the right amount of sense and sensibility.
Yeah. Perfectly crafted.
It's gonna be on your performance review.
Yeah. I think
I feel like you have the perfect balance of sense and sensibility.
Yeah.
That's why you're getting 100% raise.
Yes.
100% raise.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of sense and sensibility at the office, not to put you on blast.
Thank you. What did this mean to you, Jenna?
Well, I've never seen this before, and
Okay.
I've never read the book the same way. I had not seen Pride and Prejudice before we did it on this podcast, and I also have not read that. So I feel like really out of the loop.
Welcome in.
When we did Pride and Prejudice, I believe I said in this section that I remember seeing Pride and Prejudice and zombies in like the library.
Yeah.
And so I just looked it up because I was thinking about what I was going to say. Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters is a 2009 novel.
Don't I know it?
So there is another one. And
I actually started that one on vacation once.
really?
Did not grip me. And I was looking
No.
for a C in this one, but surprise twist at the end. They showed that the manor is right on the ocean, because Marianne goes back to where she fell.
Right.
And then they cut to the other angle, and it's like, oh, this dramatic horse scene happened right in front of this massive, beautiful bay.
Yes.
That we didn't know was there.
Well, it could be Sense and Sensibility and Suicide Rain.
Yeah, I
The
think
rain that makes you kill yourself.
Sea Monsters is a weird one because I feel like it's not a famous monster.
I know.
I feel like Sense and Sensibility and serial killers would have been cool.
Oh,
and
that would be
Willoughby's a
cool.
serial killer.
Or like Siren's a specific monster. Sea Monsters is kind of broad.
Yeah,
Sea
very
Monsters
broad.
is broad.
They just
Yeah.
need something with an S, but which is weird because Pride and Prejudice and zombies, that's not alliterative.
Yeah, that's
What
right.
are we
Not-
doing?
No, it's
Wait a
not.
minute.
Yeah,
Sense,
I don't know what's going on
Sense
here.
and Sensibility and werewolves. What are you doing?
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah. So I guess that's what I got for what speaks to me. I did enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
I watched it yesterday, and we watched it again this morning, and even like while I was just like putzing around and doing stuff, it was just like nice to have on. It was so pretty to like just watch,
Yeah.
and it's like you said, very like comforting in a way.
Especially those sheep.
The sheep were the best part of the movie.
'Cause
I
you
can't
could see the real
believe
wool.
Yeah.
it's crazy how much trouble he had because it really just blew me away.
yeah.
I know, it was worth it. In fact, I think Brokeback Mountain, 3 out of 5 stars because of the sheep.
Another movie I have not seen.
It's all about sheep. Mostly it's a
Mostly
sheep.
sheep.
movie.
That
Yeah.
is what I've heard.
Mhm.
So yeah. But yeah, I really
Sheep and
enjoyed this.
beans.
I was excited to like finally watch it. And every time a new actor came on screen, I was like, are you kidding?
What are you doing here?
I was like, House? Umbridge? Cornelius Fudge?
Yo, is
the
that Cornelius
Minister
Fudge
of
right there?
Magic? What is going on? But yeah, Britain's just like that, I guess. So
There's like 20 people over there. They're all actors.
yeah.
well, we were just joking about this before we hit record, and it was like that. This is 1995. We were making the same joke during like Super Hulock in 2012.
yeah.
That there's like they just recycle all the same actors. So it's like, guys, what's going on over there? I guess they're a tiny country.
TV production.
Tiny
It's still
country.
happening now.
A lot of television production for how small the country is. You know.
Yeah. Is there like a Hugh Grant of today, like Jacob Elordi?
Well, okay.
Like, is there a British guy they put in everything?
Yeah, there's an Irish guy they put in everything, right?
Oh,
Barry
yeah.
Keoghan?
Barry
Barry
Keoghan.
Barry Keoghan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Timothy
he's fallen-
Chalamet, but he's
Timothy
American.
Chalamet, sure.
He's
Mhm.
American.
Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah.
She's a woman.
Yeah. Okay, but it might be her. But I do think
Saoirse
it's
Ronan
her.
might be our Hugh Grant.
I think
Wow.
so.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good comparison.
Well, we're not giving her enough projects.
We're not.
Obviously, the
Yeah.
film and TV industry is dying, so it's tough for any actor.
I
to
didn't
do
say, yeah, I don't know how much work anyone's getting
Yeah.
comparatively.
Okay, let's
Oof.
hear what the critics thought.
Mm-hmm.
We have Roger Ebert says, enjoyable, civilized, yet somehow not as satisfying as Persuasion, another recently released Austen adaptation.
That's
crazy.
a crazy take.
Hey, we're gonna have beef with Roger today. Let me tell you.
It's a crazy. I remember watching the Persuasion movie after I read the book, and it didn't make much of an impression. To tell you the truth.
Yeah. I saw the new one, the one that came out in 22.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I
the
was
one
kind of
with
like,
the lady from Paddington,
sure.
the lady from The Shape of Water,
Michelle Williams.
Yeah.
right?
Maybe?
Michelle
No,
Williams?
Sally Hawkins.
Yeah, Sally Hawkins.
I knew it was a notable name.
Yeah. Michelle Williams. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the one with Dakota Johnson?
It did not make an impression.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't remember it
Clearly.
at all.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Rogers says, in a modern story, the women would have demanded an explanation.
It's
Well,
not a modern.
It's not a modern story, Roger.
That may be the whole point, Roger.
And
Yeah.
wait, demanded an explanation for what?
I think for getting kicked out of their home. Perhaps
They
or
know
just like
why.
the whole thing is like the whole
Yeah.
thing. I'm like,
The problem is they can't demand an explanation though, because that guy died. That guy's
Yeah.
dead.
They don't even know that he was like, take care of my kids.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, I guess this is the law.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just was like, how is that relevant?
Yeah, I think it's crazy to look back and be like they should have fought harder against their circumstances when women voting was like very far away.
Yes,
200 years in
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay, Roger.
It's like the point. They like open with it. They're like, yeah, we have no power. Wouldn't it be nice if we had power?
Yeah,
Yeah.
have some sense because you don't have any power.
They cover it in case
Yeah.
you don't know about historical sexism.
And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
part of the point because Marianne and the mom are people who really lament their circumstances, but it's like to their own detriment. And Elinor is like the girl who's like, so this is how it is.
Yeah,
We just got to figure out what to do next.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Roger says, this maddening, intriguing inability to simply blurt out the truth is indispensable to 19th century fiction, and I find it enormously satisfying. I have to agree.
yeah, very satisfying.
I love to blurt out the truth.
Mhm.
Especially when you get some really good actors, the whole thing is just kind of standing there. Like Emma
Mhm.
Thompson, Alan Rickman, and Hugh Grant, where they're just like, oh, I wish I could say something.
Yeah.
Ang Lee, who's from Taiwan and whose choice for this assignment has been questioned, yet surely a modern...
Just racist.
Hold on, we're gonna get even more racist. Yet surely a modern upper middle class Chinese person has more familiarity with Austen's varieties of family ties and marriage responsibilities than a modern Briton. Romance is only one of the reasons for marriage in Taiwan, where family alliances and social class still play a role.
I would love to shit on him for this if I had not just said that.
I was gonna say you just said that.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, it's very similar to Eat, Drink, Man, Woman, which is a movie about three daughters who are like,
Yeah.
the name of the fucking
I
movie.
know.
Jen.
Well, you were like when you were saying it earlier, you were like stuttering, and I was
It's
like, "Are
food,
you okay?"
drink, woman, man, kid, dog. You know, I forgot. It's 4 words.
Yeah. You just couldn't
Yeah.
remember what.
I think you put it in a less racist way. You were like,
Yeah.
this is material he has covered before, instead of
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
like, in Taiwan they still get married for money, and you're like, we get married for money here
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
US.
I think
Here
that's
too.
just 90s American journalist blindness.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, we're at the end of history. We're perfect. Liberty is the only thing that we ever have.
yeah, I agree.
Right.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, remember when there used to be capitalism that ruled our lives
Yeah.
in 1990s America?
Yeah, totally. But yeah, Roger did say that, and I just was like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, come on. He also says, this one seems a little too idealized. We want notepaper, not picture postcards.
Oh, it was too pretty.
This movie was so fucking pretty. It was hard to watch.
I don't know.
They had
Like,
so many pretty movies back then. They were like, ugh, another pretty movie. They don't know what we're going through today.
I
yeah.
don't.
Well, also, like, I don't know. I think, like, he maybe thinks it was, like, too much of a happy ending. And, like, we talked about, like, things got tied up very conveniently at the end.
Yeah.
But, like,
A la the Jane
I
Austen
wanted
novel.
to. I don't want Elinor to be
my
sad.
movie has a happy ending.
Yeah.
It's too pretty. Shut the fuck up, Roger. What was up his ass today?
I don't know. And I'm like, you got proven so wrong.
Yeah. With some movie critics, it's like, sometimes things do work out for people, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes things do go your way.
Well, like, I don't know. When people talk about like how romances are like sappy and stuff, I'm like, is not romance IRL not sappy?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, are you not like goo goo gaga? Because I'm goo goo gaga all the time.
well, no, we're a sexually repressed nation. That's like-
Also, like, Marianne ending up with Alan Rickman was a bit of a horror movie for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, wait, go
That
with the young
did
handsome-
surprise me. That did surprise me. I was
Yeah.
like, is Willoughby gonna
Come
be
back?
good?
Well,
Is he gonna
Ride
be
down
good?
the hill, Willoughby.
I
Save her.
in the book, it did seem like she loved being rescued by him. So I think Alan Rickman rescuing her was like really sparked something in her. I'm gonna choose to believe that she was having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, we can only hope.
Yeah.
she gets to live near her mom.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. The Guardian Paul Lady wrote, I know Ang Lee's Sense and Sensibility is not challenging. Okay.
Did he see how many fucking characters were in this movie and also named John?
How far we have fallen. I would just like to highlight, this is a film criticism era that loved Quentin Tarantino, and they're like, this is perfect. This is what we've been asking for. We need people to say fuck and movies to not be edited in the right order.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah. Well, I'm like, yeah, well, I figured it out really quickly. The theme is sense and sensibility. But I'm not like, I don't know. I don't watch movies. I mean, like for this podcast, I like sit down and try to figure them out, but I'm not like, that's because I have to talk about them. Most of the time I'm like, I get it because I understand how things work.
They're just sitting there in the theater being like, ugh, another great actor sitting in a beautiful set, perfectly lit.
Boring. Sloppy. Lazy.
Why is this camera still right now?
They want Sense and Sensibility to be shot found footage style, like Paranormal Activity.
Add a sea monster.
Where's the sea monsters? There's not even a CGI sea monster in this shit.
Oh my god. Okay, Paul says Thompson spent 5 years wrestling with the screenplay, trying to stay tuned to Austen's dry wit, but also making a modern entertainment out of an easy to dismiss, overfamiliar will they won't they romance.
And she did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry, will they won't they romance? Jane Austen invented that. Probably. But like when she wrote it, it was revolutionary.
She's the Mary Shelley of rom-coms.
Literally.
She invented that genre.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I would say Ang Lee and Emma Thompson working together to make sure Hugh Grant is in 10% of this movie on either end.
Yeah.
Genius. He is an off-screen character for practically the entire movie in a way that is endlessly compelling. And you feel like a loss that he's not there. And when he comes back, you understand why she bursts into tears.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
forgot to talk about
Ever
that
heard of it?
scene. Yeah. Yeah.
Roger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That
sorry.
wasn't
This was
Roger.
Paul.
Paul,
Paul Lady.
Paul Lady,
Paul
of course.
Lady.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Baltimore ladies.
Paul says this is an exceptional screenplay, crisply and skillfully done. Thompson plays fast and loose with Austen, cutting huge chunks out of the novel, adding whole scenes. So I guess the whole beginning part with Margaret and Edward was like completely new.
Yeah.
Because
But a
Jane Austen
good
hates
choice.
children.
And yeah, an excellent choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To show Jane Austen not hating children.
Yeah. Because she does. She freaking she hates on a baby in this one.
Yeah.
She's like, that baby
Fucking
wasn't
baby.
special.
Yeah.
Just a fucking baby. Couldn't even
Yeah.
talk.
Baby gets the house. It's not even a baby genius. I just re-listened to our Bratz episode the other day, so I've had John Voight's filmography in mind.
We should do baby geniuses next week. We should do baby geniuses.
Okay. No.
No,
Paul-
we just do Bratz again. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Paul says the film doesn't deny itself many stereotypes of the form, but it works in another crucial way. Just as the bleached, ordered look of it is restrained enough to ward off sentimentalism, so we genuinely come to believe in the depth of feeling dammed up behind the reserve and protocol.
I didn't get any of that.
I also didn't get any of that.
I didn't get any of that, but
thank God this movie wasn't more colorful. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even believed it.
Well, it's just this thing where people are like so pissed off with romances, and they're like, well, thank God this one has all this reservations, and you're like, I actually don't care about that at all, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the impact on the genre. Do we consider it a chick flick? I would have to say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yes.
critics were bitching, so of course
Yeah.
it is.
Also, I didn't mention this, but this was apparently Paul's favorite movie. This was an article that he wrote about his favorite movie.
Oh.
And he's like, it's almost too colorful.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's like, if they turned up the saturation a notch, it would not be my favorite movie.
Thank God this is a little pale. Otherwise, out the window.
I mean, thank God it's England. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there might be too much sunshine.
That's
For
true.
real.
Yeah.
When he shoots movies in other places, they're way more colorful.
Sense and Sensibility set in Fiji. They're in bikinis.
Why
Hell
not?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Could be fun. Okay.
I think you're onto something here. I think you got to do an adaptation.
hot Jane Austen.
Hell
Jane
yeah.
Austen in hot places.
Well, that would be way better than the sea monsters. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they were in Fiji because
That's where the sea is.
yeah.
Nowhere else.
Everyone knows the
You want to go to a
season.
beach, you go to Fiji.
Yeah.
It's got sea in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That too. Okay. Yeah, Jane Austen, was the pioneer for women's media for women, telling women's stories. We covered a lot of this in Pride and Prejudice. But I had an idea about how I could talk about this differently.
Okay.
Well, just like she pioneered, how the romance plot is set up, where it's like interest, complications, resolution.
Mhm.
And we see this for the rest of time and how our romance plots work.
Mhm.
And I just, I think this one being her first novel is like really good in like interest, sensibility, conflict, sense, resolution. But, just like, I don't know. I just think as an adult, you realize like a lot of the times the reason you're not dating people that you want to be dating is not because they don't like you. It's because of some crazy reason,
Mhm.
It's because they got too much going on.
They got a girl pregnant and they need a dowry.
They need money, perhaps. Or, I don't know. What are some other reasons? Space, time, location.
Absence. Yeah.
Yeah.
A la Hugh Grant.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
these things.
I think that misunderstanding with the names, like Mrs. Ferrers, is like the original like rom-com confusing circumstance makes
Yeah.
two people not be together.
Yeah, it's very screwball, really.
Yeah,
where
it's
you get
very
confused with the names.
that wasn't my girlfriend, that was my sister.
Oh. God damn.
no.
Yeah.
My least favorite plot point.
But yeah, this was 1997, 1995. They make Pride and Prejudice in 2005, and
Mhm.
they love making Jane Austen stuff. They made
yeah.
Emma in 2020, which I did not like. Persuasion in 2022, which I also didn't love. And then Fire Island, a
Yes.
Pride and Prejudice adaptation that I
Wait, it is?
yeah.
I probably said this
we
exact same thing
do-
in the last
we
episode.
covered
We do
this.
mention on the Pride and
Yeah.
Prejudice episode.
But now I've watched
So
it,
long
and I can
ago.
say, good. Jane Austen holds up, relevant to 21st century. Woo!
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember that from our last episode.
There's
Sorry.
a Love and Friendship adaptation that's pretty good too. I forget the
Mhm.
actual name of it though, 'cause it's not called Love and Friendship. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ang Lee never went on to work with sheep again. That's the big takeaway from this movie.
Only gay guys.
Kate Winslet, this is pre-Titanic. This is her third movie. So, yeah, she's really proven herself to be a star. She was so good in this.
She
She's
was
so
so
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm. This is Emma Thompson's first screenplay. She goes on to write Nanny McPhee, among other things.
A hit.
That's so
A hit.
funny.
But yeah, she
Not even nominated for screenplay
I know. What
after she won.
is up with that?
But yeah, she won with this. That won the Oscar. So good for her. That's
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
In the
That's
90s
so
when it was
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this movie called A Little Chaos that Alan Rickman directs, and he and Kate Winslet they're not a couple, they're a romantic possibility, is what I've written.
A romantic possibility.
Romantic.
Well, there's like
Me and
there's
everybody
like,
I meet.
there's like But I hated A Little Chaos because, spoiler alert, they don't end up together, even though they had way more chemistry than she did with the other guy. But I'm just like, oh yeah, they had I don't know, they had some chemistry at the end of the movie in this, I guess. So
Kind of
hard.
I'm taking care of this sick girl sort of way.
Well, she's just like, hey, at the end. She really is.
She really is. She's like, all right.
Yeah.
Well, when she wakes up and he's there, she's like,
Is it so bad for a girl to want to be saved?
no, it's
No.
not.
It's every woman's right to fall down sick in a rainstorm and be carried
Yeah.
home.
Yeah,
That's my
except
right.
Alan Rickman did it way less sexy though.
It's so true.
He looked
She
like
was
he
past
felt
that.
it.
He's like,
He was-
Yeah. Well, in the book, they kept being like, he's not very agile.
That's funny.
so yeah.
That's
Okay.
fair.
I got nothing else. You guys have anything?
Wait, yes, I did. Something I forgot to mention. Did you know Emma Thompson is married to Greg Wise, the guy who plays Willoughby?
Homina.
Wait,
No.
really?
Yeah, after Kenneth Branagh did her dirty. I'm so happy for her.
I
Yeah.
hope he kept his mutton chops.
Yeah, I hope he did too. They made his cheekbones look so good.
Yeah. All right.
I like. What do we think of this mic thing?
I like it.
I think I'm gonna have to listen back because I think I'm smacking my face against it and perhaps moving it around too much.
Hey,
But
I'm
we'll
moving
see.
it around a lot too, but I'm liking it. I feel so much freer.
Mhm.
You know.
Me too.
You don't want to talk about this on the pod?
Not really.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm like, okay.
I would love to ask the audience
we're
for
trying
questions.
something
but
new, and I
Comment
thought I'd
below.
address it.
We got to record like 3 more episodes. 6 before the audience will even see this and comment.
I know, but I just want to acknowledge that we're doing something new.
We are doing something.
We're trying things out.
Mhm.
You know.
for the video format.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you for joining us on this experiment, Hope.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank
Our
you,
first
Hope.
guest
Yay.
in our new
video.
space.
Thank you for
You guys are
traveling
gonna-
6-7 hours to get here.
Yeah,
You
for
guys are
real.
gonna debut at #1 on Apple Podcasts.
I can't wait.
This
Yes.
episode.
We're going for the Webby this year.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you to Atlas Renee for art, Shishkin Productions for distribution, Brianna Harley for music. Next week, we're going to be watching Bringing Up Baby. Make sure to follow us on social media. We have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and Letterboxd at FemFeaturesPod.